tips to help you look better and dance better. So let's get to that.
We're doing a different angle today because my dad is on a hike and he has a tripod, or he has the tripod that I normally borrow to use for this. So I've just got the camera setting up on my entertainment center sound system thing there. So hopefully you can see me okay. What we're going to talk about today is posture in the upper body and zipping in our rib cage. So I'm going to come a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So first I'm just going to relax. If I'm just slumping around my house, I'm just walking along like this. If I'm dancing, as you would know, in belly dancing, we don't want to like suck in the stomach because we want to be fluid through the torso. So all of our like flatness in the abs comes from lengthening. And I'm going to talk to you specifically about zipping the rib cage. Inhale, open through the ribs, close zip, out, and in. Now try it without the breath. Out, in, out, in. So using the breath helps you because as you inhale, if you're inhaling up into your lungs, you can kind of get the idea of how to expand, which will then give you a greater understanding of how to then contract in. So if I am dancing, I'm going to tuck my hips up a little bit, lift ever so slightly. You don't want to overarch, but I'm going to think of actually lifting my torso higher, and then from there, going to squeeze and contract my ribs. So relaxed, contracted, relaxed, pulled in. And what this does is it gives you more curve, and also the biggest advantage to this is that, say, if you're going to move your hips, say you're going to do something like a Maya, if I have my chest dropped down and slumping, dropping, the points of my ribs are actually closer physically to my hip bones, especially if I'm tucking my hips up, but I'm not lifting through the rib cage. So we can get this collapsed effect here, which is not what we want. We want to pick up these hip bones ever so slightly so that we have a neutral pelvis, which protects the lower back. But we then want to, I'll show you from the side, we then want to come up and in. And here's out, here's in. So it gives you a nicer silhouette, more control over your breath, but it also gives your hips more movement. So let's do a couple exercises together. I want you to relax and try to engage in the normal places for posture. So you would hopefully know, lift up, shoulders are down and back, neck is long, etc. But then I want you to think, let's bring the hands to the hips here, let's think lift and squeeze, and then relax. Lift, squeeze, relax. Lift, squeeze, relax. Now notice I'm not arching like I would for a chest lift. All I'm doing is making sure that I'm up here rather than down here. So it's thinking of like an elevator coming straight up. So in other words, you can think of elongating through the abs, the transverse, and the obliques. A little bit in the back too. You're going to feel the spinal erector muscles here in the back. So if we go from relaxed, you might see that those also squeeze. So you want to think of everything as like a corset. So you're squeezing in and up. And this is what my students have been kind of jokingly referring to as the belly dance Barbie. If you don't do this, then you just, I don't know, just looks normal, boring, everyday, kind of. When you're dancing, you don't want to look like you're just walking through the supermarket, you're beat down, you're having a hard day, you're done, you just want to go home. You don't look like that. You want to look like a beautiful, beautiful, elegant little swan. So you want everything to be long, pulled in, and it's not about looking skinny. Like, don't take that the wrong way. It's not about looking slim or sexy or anything like that. It's just about looking your best, and it's about poise. It's about the energy and what you're projecting to the audience, and being here projects confidence, poise, grace, and good posture. People just like looking at other people with good posture. So this is just one way to give a good posture and a good body language into your dancing, to incorporate into that. It also will help slightly with your breathing, because when you're breathing for dance, you want to breathe through your lower belly, through your diaphragm. You don't want to be breathing up here. When you're breathing for dance, you're breathing down here. So when you're zipping up through your chest and your ribs, it's a reminder to breathe here, because we are engaged up in here. So I hope that was helpful for you. Definitely look out for more videos. They are coming, I promise. Thank you for your patience. It has been a long time, I know. Coming up soon, I think we're going to be doing some layering drills, and we're also going to work on a practice flow so that you can just kind of pop on the video and just get in a quick practice with me. Tell me if you have any requests. I'm always looking for suggestions on what to create. Also looking at making some Zill videos, so if you want to work with finger symbols, let me know. Feel free to leave a comment or send me a message. I would love to hear from you, and let me know if this tip helped for you. Go ahead and like it, subscribe it. You know how YouTube works. Thanks for coming.